China is home to some of the world's oldest board and card games, many of which remain popular with both children and adults today. These games often carry strong traditional values and connections to ancient Eastern philosophies, which is reflected in their elegant rules, intricate strategies, and deep playability. Let's explore 5 of the most popular Chinese board games that have stood the test of time. Weiqi, Go. Many people mistakenly believe that the board game, Go, originated in Japan, due to its popularity there. However, Go, or Weiqi in Chinese, is arguably the world's oldest board game, believed to have originated in China around 4,000 years ago, as early as 2300 BCE. The earliest mention of Weiqi is found in the historical narrative Zhuozhuan, from around the 4th century BCE, and it is also referenced in the Analects of Confucius. In ancient China, Weiqi was one of the 4 arts of the ancient Chinese scholar, alongside calligraphy, painting, and the guqin musical instrument. The game reached Korea around the 5th century CE and Japan around the 7th century CE. It became especially popular during Japan's Nara period and peaked during the Sengoku era in the 16th century. Basic rules of Go, Weiqi. Played by 2 players, black and white. Typically played on a 19 by 19 board. The board starts empty, and black makes the first move. Players place stones on intersections, aiming to surround more territory than the opponent. Stones can be captured if surrounded by the opponent. A captured stone must be removed from the board. Go is known for its complexity and depth, making it one of the hardest games to master. Chinese checkers. Despite its name, Chinese checkers did not originate in China and is not a variation of checkers. It was invented in Germany in 1892 as Sternhelme, a variation of the American game Helma. The game features a hexagram-shaped board that can accommodate up to 6 players. Basic rules of Chinese checkers. The goal is to move all your marbles from your starting point to the opposite point of the star. Players move marbles by hopping over adjacent marbles, continuing to hop as long as there are adjacent marbles. Rules vary based on the number of players. 2 players. Move all marbles to the opponent's starting point, often controlling multiple sets of marbles. 3 players. Either move marbles to the opposite empty star point or replace each other's marbles if using 2 sets. 4 players. Play with 2 open sides. 6 players. Each player has distinct colored marbles and must move them to the opposite side. Mahjong. Mahjong is a highly popular tile-based game in China, originally called mak, meaning sparrow. The exact origins of Mahjong are unclear, but the game in its current form emerged in the mid-19th century. The modern tile designs were inspired by games from the Sung dynasty, evolving through various stages to the Mahjong we know today. Basic rules of Mahjong. Typically played with 4 players. The game uses 136 tiles, divided into suits, circles, characters, and bamboos, dragon tiles, wind tiles, and sometimes extra flower and season tiles. Players start with 13 tiles, the dealer starts with 14. The objective is to get a mahjong by forming 4 sets and 1 pair in your 14 tiles. Each turn, players discard a tile and draw a new one, placing discarded tiles in a wall. Players can claim the most recently discarded tile to complete a mahjong. Chinese chess, xiangqi. Xiangqi is a popular chess variant in China and throughout Asia, believed to have developed from the Indian game Shataranga. The earliest mention of xiangqi is from the 1st century BCE, with origins in the Warring States period. Basic rules of xiangqi. Played on a 9 by 10 board with pieces placed on intersections. Each player starts with a king or general, 2 guards or advisors, 2 bishops or elephants, 2 knights or horses, 2 rooks or chariots, 2 cannons, and 5 pawns. The objective is to checkmate or stalemate the opponent's general. Perpetual checks and chasing are forbidden. Kings cannot face each other directly on the same column. Pai Gao. Pai Gao is a traditional gambling game in China, considered one of the oldest casino games. The original Pai Gao is different from Pai Gao Poker, which is a newer variation. Basic rules of Pai Gao. Played with 32 Pai Gao tiles, distinct from regular domino sets. Can be played with 2 to 8 players. Tiles have between 2 and 12 spots, determining their rank and name. Each tile is part of a pair, with 16 pairs in total. Pairs are valued higher than non-pairs. The maximum score for a hand is 9. These traditional Chinese board games, each with their unique histories and rules, continue to captivate players around the world with their deep strategies and rich cultural significance. For more details on this topic, check out the corresponding article on our website. You can find the link in the description below. Thanks for watching.